It's
I'll
the
write it.
it's the
Wicked bestie.
They're so worthy of chaos and they're supernaturally great.
No, do not look at me. Do not look at me. Carissa's here. Stop it.
Is the one obvious thing. Hey, Seraphina!
Hey, happy Tuesday, everybody. You are watching Splash Pages. My name is Leo. I'm the monkey behind the keyboard here. Awesome show schedule for you as always. And with us, let's see, Jar Jar.
Hey, it's Tuesday. We're here. We're happy. It's almost Terrificon. This is the last show before Terrificon, actually. So it's going to be an action-packed show. We're going to have explosions. We're going to have all sorts of craziness happen. There might even be a drag queen. I'm lying. There's going to be none of that. Very sad. I'm sorry. All your expectations are gone.
By the way, hay is for horses and for cows that know how.
Oh my God! Next.
Yeah. What?
Okay, these jabronis need to chill. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Splash Pages. It's Tuesday. You had nowhere better to be because it's raining. We're sorry for that. But we're not, because thank you for joining us, because by God, we do it for you and for our egos, but mostly for our egos and some of you. We have a fantastic guest tonight coming back to add to our chaos. But I've said too much. So I'm just going to let the next person, Miss Sanders.
Oh my God, it's Tuesday. We have a fabulous guest on tonight. And Ratatosker, where did you get... I know you're jealous, but you don't get this. Ratatosker's jealous because our special guest that we have on tonight has put out toys that he would like to play with, such as this lovely Anubis. We have on my bestie, the awesomest comic book creator out there right now, going crazy with her Kickstarters with Worthy Chaos Redemption, Horror Supernatural Comics 1 through 12. I have got so much bling that I'm going to show you guys. All of the swag that I've gotten from like her past 6 Kickstarters that I've done, which is only half of what I've sponsored. We're bringing you to Corissa Grant from Worthy Chaos Comics.
Hi. I hate it called me. But yes. Hi.
Boom shakalaka.
What?
Boom shakalaka. No.
No,
Yes.
no, no. No. Jeremy.
Boom shakalaka.
Just,
No. Save it for Terrificon. Carissa, welcome back.
Thank
hey,
you.
Carissa.
I wish I
So,
could go to
we have-
Con.
Yeah, but
Maybe
speaking of, you were killing it at WickedCon, right? That you had a table and everything. How'd that go?
That was good. So it was my first guest spot, probably my first guest spot, and they treat you like complete gold there. But they made me a banner, and I had, and Chatty went with me, and I had some of my newest plushies that were there. I got to hang out with David, the star of Terrifier, and
nice.
yeah, he's incredibly nice. He took one of my hardcovers, and I gave him one of my newest Legos because apparently he collects Legos. And I hung out with I'm probably gonna say it wrong, Daniel Roebuck. He's in Terrifier 3, but I know him from Final Destination and Fugitive and the Munsters and all that stuff. He's like the nicest person on the planet. And my neighbor was Robert from the House of 1,000 Corpses. He was the tow truck driver, Rufus.
Okay.
And he was. I have to admit, I had not seen House of 1,000 Corpses until that day, because Friday I was there and I was like, well, shit, I've never seen your movie. Now I got to go home and watch it. So I did. I went home and watched it, and I came back and I was like, oh, I saw it. It was really good. And then he autographed my book for free, and he autographed my co-writer Jess's photo for her for free. And I tried to get him to take money, but he refused. And I felt bad because every single person that he took a photo with was like, oh, you're super tall, which he was. He was 6'10", but it's just like I heard it like 20 times a minute. So I'm assuming he was annoyed with that, but he never showed. He was super nice. So yeah, I had a really good time. So.
Well, yeah, like clearly you were the belle of the blood-soaked ball. You were just, you were basically Carrie at this thing. You were just they're all gonna like you. They're all gonna like you so much.
That's how the blood falls. But it was really funny because when I was behind the David the Terrifier, it's my friend, my co-writer's favorite movie. So I was taking a picture and saying, "Look, I'm a celebrity because I'm behind the Terrifier." And when I turned around, he came out and scared the hell out of me, and I screamed. So that was great. But yeah, it was really nice, and it felt weird. I am not a celebrity. They were saying, "Hey, John." They were saying, "Oh, you're one of the celebrity guests," and I said, "No, I'm just a guest." But it was really nice, and I had a really good time. So, yeah.
What other cons have you done recently?
I always do Nashville Comic-Con. So that was in June, and I'm already ready to do the next one in June. That's pretty much about it. I was supposed to do a one-day one in October, but he thought getting married was more important, so he canceled it. So that's a little annoying. Priorities, people. But yeah, that's about it. I don't like cons. I love talking to people. Like getting to talk about the story, but lugging all this stuff there and then stressing out while you're there and having to call people over, it's just kind of. But once I get to talk to them, I like it a lot. So, and Drew left, so we scared Drew away.
You did.
We're playing Magic Squares today. People are.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry. The bat is back, so I'm gonna have to get rid of it in the near future.
No. I love bats.
The bat is back. Is it flying through?
I am so sorry. I have no idea what just happened.
You left.
That's what happened.
I know. I wouldn't leave you. Corissa was explaining how she's now the most popular person in Terrorland.
Yeah, that was definitely it.
Horror cons are definitely fun, I have to admit.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
I just have to say, I feel that horror people are among some of the best celebrities because they were the weird kids. So they like that their audience attracts other weird kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
accurate. Yeah.
So then when they see you and you're like, "Oh my God, I love your films." Like, "Oh my God, I love your appreciation." And you're just like, "Yes, thank you." But I will say, I think that horror fans, because we're so protective of our tribe, when we see the generalized questions, we get a little annoyed. We're like, "Could you say anything else that instead of, wow, you're really tall. Wow, you're very observant."
Every single one of them. Either while you're really tall or forgot how tall you were. Those were the two I heard nonstop. So
Well, it's okay. Being 6'2", I forget, and then I meet people, and then I'm like, oh, this is how it feels like.
I'm
Okay.
5'1", so I was.
It's okay. We all have to start somewhere. You little
Yeah.
horror writer hobbit.
If
By the
not,
way,
But that's why you and Carrie are just so appropriately matched, because when we're all hanging out, Carrie's like, good Lord, I've got to hold my own against these gargantuans. She's got Ginger Stringbean over there. She's got Jimmy Olsen retired. And then there's me.
He just
I'm-
drags
Maybe
me
someday I
along by
can,
my arm.
maybe someday I'll be a guest at Terrificon. We'll see.
Oh, you're going to die. We're gonna hit you like a scorpion's hurricane and just be like, oh my God, hi. There's gonna be all the photos. We're gonna make sure you're fed. It's gonna be like a chorus of Greek mothers. Like, oh my God, you're so thin. Do you need something? Do you need a Diet Coke? We can go get you one.
I'm
Oh my
an
God, why?
Italian. I am very used to this.
Well, yeah. Well, you should. I will say this. Carrie will very much take care of you because
I have
Carrie
no
is the
doubt.
one who's been pumping me every time we're at Terrificon with water. She's just like, are you hydrated? Or did you have sugar? And I'm like, no, I'm going so fast right now. What is sugar?
He empties
Yeah.
out his pockets at the end of Terrificon and it's just candy wrappers galore. You could stuff a pillow with them. It's insane.
I felt bad because I was like, Leo was like, oh, how was today? I was like, well, I think I got all the diabetes today, Leo.
it wasn't me.
But I
giving
had
it
all the
to
interviews,
the
too.
kids. It was Drew.
I did
Drew
get free
took
food.
it all.
They
Oh.
gave me free food. That was good.
So I before Terrificon, I buy a crap ton of candy. And last year, I thought Jar Jar was giving it away to everybody. Turns out Drew was stealing it.
Yeah, packing those.
Okay.
pockets.
It wasn't stealing. It was selectively choosing the best alternatives for a quick rush.
Let's be
Okay.
honest. It was permanent borrowing.
Yes. I mean, he would have given it back, but we don't want
Yeah.
that.
You probably
No.
didn't want that.
That's
No.
an entirely different show that
Well,
we don't want to be a part of ever.
Well, I think the funny thing is I wasn't as bad as people who clearly took advantage of our free candy. Like, I'm never going to forget the kid who tried going back 3 times, and he was like, we wouldn't remember him.
It was okay. I
Like,
love the kids.
Like,
Bring them all.
yeah, no, because he was like, yeah, I'm grabbing some for my brother. And I'm like, okay, fine. And then he came back a 3rd time. I was like, no, get out of here.
I got
like,
a lot of brothers.
I have a family of 12.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
They're outside with the sign.
But
We're feeding them with the candy.
But also, Corissa, just before we get to talking about the book, but also I saw that you were at another con and you got to, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if it was this year or some year, you got to meet one of your heroes. It was James O'Barr, right? From The Crow?
Yes. At last year at FrankenCon.
Mhm.
I was actually, while I was setting up my booth, I had a little table there. I didn't get to go the whole day. I got actually food poisoning, but while I was there, he actually walked by and I was like, oh my God, that's him. And then I kept going back to his table, waiting for him to come back. And I was so excited when I saw him. And I can honestly tell you that his agent could not take that money out of my hand fast enough. But everyone was super, super nice. And he actually, so I brought issue number 1s. I brought 2 of them. One was for me to get signed, and one was for my co-writer to have signed.
Right.
And I also had my graphic novel from '93 to be signed,
Nice.
and another comic book that he did that I'm going to be honest, I never read, but I have issue 1. So he'll sign it no matter how old it is. So he signs for free, which his agent did not seem thrilled about. But I'm assuming the agent really knew that, so maybe he was just like, not again. So he signed those 2, and I had the issue 1s under it. He signed 1, and then he's like, "Is this for me?" And I was like, "Yes." So I was like, so he took my issue 1. And I'm sure he will never read it, but it was just a thrill to know he has it. Now I want to see him again so I can bring him my hardcover. And I almost drove to Alabama to do it. But it was just one of those, do I really want to drive 4.5 hours to maybe give him a book. And all right, so
Yeah, we know, Carrie. We got it. You got it. We understand. Thank you.
thank you, Carrie.
Show
I
off.
like the Vanna White kind of carry up there. Just turn the letters, damn it.
I just ordered book 2. Wait till you see book 2. It's all pretty.
Oh, hello. Look at
This
that.
is- Oh, wait till you see. We'll just open randomly inside. The paper's glossy. It's so
Throw on the
pretty.
back. The back is awesome. The back is like the most popular picture. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
there's the
that
back.
is.
You know what goes good with the back that I also have is
Oh, God.
the foil, the metal cover.
Metal. I'll tell you, every
Metal.
con, they're like, oh, that foil looks nice. It's like, it's metal, bitches. So yeah.
It is made of metal. You could like cut
Yeah.
somebody's head off with this thing.
No, Carrie, we got it.
It's-
You're the only fan we know who has a comic book that could literally kill someone. We got it. Thank you.
Everyone
There-
there, like
there's
every
another-
con, they're like, I can't believe there's metal. Yay. Yeah, I never do. I don't do prints anymore. I should probably do some. I think they stopped fitting in the box I was using, so I just stopped buying them. But
So kind of to segue into the book. So you're still working on your extremely, what is it, like a 17-year plan at this point,
I
right?
thought it was
Like you
4 years.
you
I thought
wrote
this
all
was
these
like,
volumes
right.
ahead of time, so you're just
okay,
adapting what you wrote.
Series 1 is 44 issues complete. To have a really great ending, it's 44 issues. If it's popular enough and I still own my house, I will do series 2, which is 30 issues already written. And series 3 is almost done. We're on the last book. So there's like 35 issues already written. But because I'm a glutton for punishment and have an incredibly horrible addiction to the story, I decided I wasn't busy enough. So I started writing a Western supernatural story, which is their past lives. So new readers can come in because it's issue 1. But regular people know all the characters because it's their life before. So we started 2 weeks ago, and we wrote up at least 8 issues already. So I'm scripting that, and my artist is going to start because he's finishing up issue 17 now, which I can't even sell until next April anyway. So I figure I might as well get some Westerns done. So he's going to do in about 3 weeks or so, he's going to start drawing the Western. So
that's awesome. That is,
hopefully we'll have it by the beginning of the year is the goal.
That is so freaking cool, man. Yeah. Like, and so I have to ask, because you're writing a Western, which is a very specific genre in itself, did you do the movie research, or did you just, I know enough? It's the old
There's
West.
a disclaimer in the beginning that says, is everything accurate? And I said, I'm going to have that it says, according to research, the clothes, the events, and the famous people will all be accurate, and the speech will not be accurate. Like I was careful with certain things because at one point she was going to say, I was going to lose brain cells, but I didn't look up and see if they even knew that they had brain cells. So I took that out. But the speech will just be the regular speech. There's not going to be. I hurt my head enough when I was doing the medieval era speech, so I'm not doing that again with the Western. So you're just going to have to enjoy it as it is. But there are like specific people, and they're like Samuel Colt's dead by the time this happens. He was an inventor, obviously with the cult, but his son is in it, and Caldwell Colt is in it. Because he was also an inventor, and there's the rumor that they were supernatural hunters because they had all these funky things and the wizard yacht and all that stuff. Anyway, so he's in there, and I had to make sure. So I make sure dates are accurate. I make sure any guns or items or whatever is accurate. It's about the 1880s because it's every 100 years. So the next is like 1980s. So yeah, so it's about that. So I love it. I have gotten overly obsessed with it. We actually created like there's regular people's favorites. Like we have the Wendigo, we have the Jersey Devil, we have stuff like that people know. The Chupacabra is in there, but I invented a couple like the Demon Sheep, and which I love the Demon Sheep. We have a dragon plant demon, which looks awesome drawn. So we have this these crows that were inspired by Inuyasha crows, for anyone that knows Inuyasha. So we have a couple of unique ones in there, including, and our clotters are going to be there. You're going to find out how the clotters were made, because in issues 4 through 6 of Redemption, we have our unique clotters. Well, you're going to see how they got created in the Western. So it's kind
Cool.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Well, you said the
No,
magic
no,
word for
I feel
Carrie.
like every
You said
freaking
crows.
Yeah, the crows in
Yeah.
if you've seen Inuyasha, the crow in the beginning, the 3-eyed crow. This is a 6-eyed crow. It could change its size, but if it gets too scared or if it gets too threatened, it bursts into flames and turns to ash. And the whole point is for them to get a feather from it, because they have this list of ingredients they have to get, and the creature has to be alive while they get it. So they have to get like a part of the antler from the Wendigo, but they can't kill it. So they keep trying to get this damn feather from the crows, and they keep bursting into flames. So I just felt like torturing my characters on a smaller scale this time. So there you go.
Crows are good
Okay.
for that. We
Yeah.
torture things well.
Of course.
Do you have any other eras that you're planning to go back to with these guys?
Well, in Redemption in Series 3, they go to the medieval era. They kind of go back to ancient Greece. And eventually we probably would go back, like the Vikings and shit like that. Yeah, so we probably would do period pieces, because every 100 years they have another life. You know, whenever they die, it's 100 years later. So yeah, we can do whatever we want.
So-
and I've always liked the Vikings. So
Ratatosker would like to say that he was a very important part of Norse mythology, running up and down the tree, and he would very much enjoy being part of the Worthy Chaos series. Just
he could absolutely be in it, because in the Western and in not Redemption, but in Damnation, the one in between them, we have Apollo the rat, who's her little guardian. So he'll be in there. But I don't have anyone for the Vikings. So we have Chatty for Redemption, and Chatty is one of my favorite characters. This is a plushie that's in the pre-order in the add-ons. So we just got him. I just ordered him. So he's there.
So, Corissa, I have to ask, because I know writers, are obviously very aware of trends and whatnot. And I know, especially in horror, it's very easy to fall onto certain things. Like in horror, I feel like everybody uses Cthulhu at some point. And we've even in comics, we've seen that there's very common things like, oh, let's do the multiverse. Oh, let's have an evil Superman. Were there any tropes in your series that you were like, that you wrote on a list as in like, you're absolutely not, like, we are not doing that?
Yes, but then we did it. So
oh, fair enough.
I absolutely hate time travel. I hate time travel. I've always hated it. There's these specific rules you have to follow, and I do it twice. And once in Redemption and once in Salvation to go to medieval times. So but that one was tricky because we used different rules for each one. So for Salvation, we used the rule of I don't know if you ever saw was it Time Machine, where they go back to medieval times, but what was in history had already happened, and they go back, and what they did actually caused that to happen. So they actually do that. And Redemption is just a gigantic mess. So we did that too. So yeah, take your poison. As for the multiverse, we haven't done. We probably would have done something multiverse because we did have it on our list, and then when Marvel did it, we were like, forget it, we're not gonna do it anymore.
Fair.
But we do have dimensional like portals, because Anubis, one of his powers in mythology is going through portals, so we use that, and you can go through portals. And in issue 13, he actually goes through the portals, and that's when where the hell she is, but Pastel is there. He gets to see some Egyptian gods. So yeah,
nice.
It's gonna be pretty cool. I like it. So yeah.
I always kind of imagine that somebody would just go to a portal and that they meet somebody who just says no. Like wherever you are not allowed to. This is all copyrighted. You didn't sign an NDA. Get the fuck out. like just imagine like that would be your way of referencing the Marvel universe, but not actually doing it.
I like that. I might actually do that, because there's going to be a if we actually do it, which right now it's on my list to do, there's going to be bonus pages in book hardcover 3, and it shows you where, because when he travels through the in-between, I'm calling it the in-between, he has to go through portals, and I wanted them to walk through like her timeline. So there's going to be things that he sees that will be, you can hear them in the prequel, but you won't see them because you won't see him. You'll just, like, there'll be a branch that snaps and you won't know if you're just reading the prequel, but when you're watching him, you're like, he stepped on the branch or whatever. So we kind of done that. But yeah, I'm definitely going to reference the copyright thing.
Yeah, because I just always would laugh at you know, because, you know, we've seen the multiverse where people will go to universes that are kind of similar, except kind of Leo, Invincible, kind of just randomly ended up in the Marvel universe, but they don't actually say it. But like, yeah, this guy's basically Spider-Man, like you.
Well, yeah. Also, you had them going to that insect world as well through
Yeah.
portal, and portals are huge right now. Like that's what you know, not to dork out, but if you watch Skinwalker Ranch, it's all about portals,
Right.
and they got ghosts and everything too.
Well, I hadn't even thought about it until I read one of his powers was portals. So the weapon that they have, the angelic weapon, it's actually also a gyroscope. You can see it's missing a ring, which comes into issues way later. But it's a gyroscope. If you look up gyroscope, a gyroscope is also a compass. So they use this as a compass, and it can open portals. But it does that, and it leads you places you want to go. But Anubis was an add-on where I was like, oh, I can use that. So I did use that. Yeah. But and they do go, it's not a time thing, but they do get to in Salvation, they get to, which is series 3, they get to play with dinosaurs. So that was pretty cool. I can't give away where they are because I would, but I get yelled at all the time because I don't care about spoilers. You can tell me anything you want. It just makes me want to watch it more. But
yeah, right.
But they go and play with dinosaurs. So yeah.
You know, one thing you could possibly include, you know, with the angel character is there's supposedly a Catholic device that will allow you to like see any period in time. I forgot the name of it, but it's
nice.
You know,
well, I don't remember this in CCD school.
Yeah.
How part of the Bible are you reading? Like,
yeah. Well, there is in Salvation. I think it's Salvation. Yeah, in Salvation, they actually go to this cave that's kind of like the Cave of Wonders, and there's all these weapons with powers that have been like in Greece weapons and Egyptian weapons, and then we made up one where it's a stone that really fucks up my characters. If you're holding it and you're not paying attention and you say a word, it'll just zap you there without any warning. It'll just be like bam, there, and there's only a limited amount of uses, so it'll run out whenever it runs out. You have no training whatsoever. So if you just happen to be holding this and you just say the wrong word, you're just going to zap somewhere. So that was fun to play with. So yeah, I like playing with all the. I think they had some Egyptian. They were fighting under in the cave, so they got to grab some weapons that you normally wouldn't be able to see, and then just use those with the powers that it has, or a shield that has a certain power or something like that. No Medusa yet, but that's you know. There's the all-out war in series 4 where you've got all the Greek gods, all the Egyptian gods fighting with my characters against heaven, hell, and some Celtic gods. So that'll be interesting.
Damn.
And damn it! Sorry, Drew. Scared him away again.
Keep scaring.
I have that ability. It's a gift. It truly is. Gift and a curse.
Thank you.
While we wait for him, let me play the first minute of the of your trailer here from the Kickstarter.
The exciting conclusion to book number 2.
I was like, I don't remember a voiceover. You can play the music. It's not copyrighted, or you don't have to. It doesn't really matter.
Can you play it?
I don't know.
No.
We actually sell the music and the add-ons if anyone likes the music, but you can't hear it. But if you watch the video and you like it, we have 2 songs that were written, performed, and sang for this. It's much better with the music. You ruined it.
Yeah, what the hell, Leo?
It's a StreamYard thing. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Depends on where things are.
He's ignoring us now, too. He's just like, I've got this playing. I don't have to listen to them.
Well, now you missed the whole video. It's all right. And I don't see, I spend a lot of time and energy on the noise effects for these, and now you don't get to hear it.
Drew's waiting to come in. He says.
Too bad.
I know.
You left.
Do-do. Da-dum-dum-dum.
Motherfucker. Too bad.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I
you
said
can,
Whoa.
such nice things about you. Come on.
you can end it there because it's a long video.
Okay. Yeah.
It's for the newbie.
Sorry.
It's for
It
the
was
newbie.
playing the music. I don't know why it wasn't coming through.
Sure.
I have no idea what happened. Like at one point you're all talking and then suddenly everyone's screen got circular and there was an error and like, all right, I'll just get back in and come back in.
It's
Like,
life, man. So
was a
everyone's
portal.
talking, and all of a sudden it's done. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a portal.
you know what? We didn't sign the paperwork. That's what it is. We're being copyrighted again. I just knew it.
I hate when that happens.
Oh God, it's such a waste. But
We need to trademark our name.
yeah. Hi,
I
we're
tried
Splash
to trademark my business, and it was such an annoying ordeal, whatever
Ordeal.
ordeal. I actually lost $900 doing it, and I didn't get anything trademarked, so that was really annoying.
Bullshit.
Well, yeah. Well, you know what? You're so frustrated.
No.
Well, Corissa, you're so frustrated. That's why you called it a no deal because you. Hey, I'm not even
Yeah.
spelled correctly.
I got no deal. That's very accurate. Yeah.
Yeah. So
No,
okay,
not
I have to ask because especially I need to say this. I'm not a great fan of westerns. My dad tried and my grandfather, but I was like, no. But funny enough, some westerns I am a fan of. And the second you said, "Oh, we're doing a western," I don't know why the theme from Back to the Future 3 came on, which in my mind is one of the finest westerns that they never not did. And I'm just imagining your characters riding in on horses, and you got that Alan Silvestri, you know, you know.
Yeah.
So, because I know you like to sprinkle in your pop culture references throughout, like in the series. You know, we saw the famous Impala.
We'll probably have the clock from Back to the Future on the
Thank
train.
you.
Or something. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, now that I said that, I know exactly where it's going to go because she actually races across the train. So I'm just going to have it on the train. Going to the,
Thank you. Wonderful.
There you go.
It's either that or you just got to have
Just for
some
you, Drew.
reference. I'm just saying it's either that or she has to have some reference to Tombstone. You know what I mean? Like
it's
you gotta have.
a long series. I can have all the references that you want to toss in there. So.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is, if you have someone saying "I'm your Huckleberry," I'm like done.
That's all
Done.
There we
I'm
go.
thinking right now.
Yeah, you gotta.
I
Have,
will add that. Let me put that on the list so I don't forget.
yeah, you gotta have that.
I'll be your
or
Huckleberry.
yeah, exactly. That is
Yeah.
just my game. Like,
And for
Yeah.
anyone that doesn't know, every book, meaning every 5 issues or so, has to have a crocodile or an alligator in it. So there is one in every book that we're going to have for redemption, but now I have to find, I know one of the cryptids that are in it is called a burrow, and it looks like a crocodile. So he's in one, but now I got to stick him somewhere. I might have him like on the side. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm obsessed with the alligators because I used to dream about them since the age of 5 until whenever. And the reason why I'm here in debt with my comic book was because I saw, the alligator on the Resident Evil commercial. So that is why. So alligators everywhere. So yeah.
I just want to point out, if you somehow can manage some sort of sly reference to Lyle the crocodile, I will forever be appreciative. Just because that's one thing you're like, and it's funny because I just imagine it like a silly crocodile, like a cartoony one, like, Lyle, what are you doing there on the floor? Like
Lyle crocodile. Oh, look at that. He looks like a gecko, but okay.
No, just listen. When you grow up in the household of a first grade teacher, you learn to love the land. And those characters are silly willies, but by God, they're funny.
I'm making a list for Drew. Is there anything else you want on this series?
You know what? It's not for me. It's for everyone. I just happen to just, someone else talk. I'm getting embarrassed now. God damn.
Isn't he cute? Oh,
Like
he's adorable.
Shut up. Leave me alone. I love your work. Thank you, but God, leave me alone.
I could show off more of my swag.
Yeah, Carrie, be the fangirl you are. Show off, man. Buy your love with help Corissa with her debt by creating more of your own. That's friendship.
Okay,
know?
so some of the
And-
things that I have here, I have multiples of. So I'm just gonna, show them once. But a lot of things that you'll get the sticker through most of the campaigns. But if you're really cool, you get the nice big foily sticker.
Hey.
You'll get, and if you're a
Fancy.
fan of Anubis, you will not be missing out because Anubis is everywhere, like literally everywhere. Oh, I have him on my fridge too. I have magnets. I have bookmarks. I have all these fancy things. And then now we move over the tray. There is this lovely pendant that you can get
I love
that
that
I'm
thing.
trying to get in a good light that comes
like
with a
fun.
metal chain.
Yeah.
There is this pendant on a leather chain that I'm actually wearing as well. I have 2 of each of those. There is the enamel pin of Anubis.
That's the puppy
There
version.
is the gold coin of Anubis. I have
Yep.
2 of those as
Ooh.
well.
It's popular. too.
We're going to go on with some of the trading cards.
Nice.
Got a
I
little
forgot
black
we
and
had
white
those.
one there. These were, I believe, your choice to send.
Yeah, it sounds like me.
And then this, what we're getting ready to go into, are if you look on the current Kickstarter, there are a bunch of different sets of metal trading cards, and this is the, if I can figure out what pair,
That
the
is
first
shiny as
set.
fuck, Kenny.
Yeah, that is.
The metal
Yeah,
trading cards
there
are
we
pretty
go.
popular.
That
Yeah,
is blinding.
yeah. They're so
Gotta
cool.
try
We
to get it
do
in a spot so you can see them.
we
Oh, wait.
do new cards at least a campaign, and it's always of the covers. So you can't buy them in the add-ons until the next campaign, but you can get them with the comic or with the metal tier. Yeah, that's my favorite cover. That's Fabio cover. I love that cover.
This one?
Yeah, we only have 1 metal left of that one. Yeah, I love that one.
And then this is the last of those. I love that. Anubis.
Anubis looks so good there. Yeah.
And there are
So,
buttons. There's all sorts of stuff, guys. I have and she puts them in these nice little bags so you can store them.
Goodie bags.
And this is only, and I'm not even showing the comics. I've got so much of that. But yeah, dude, this is like half of the stuff that I've gotten through her Kickstarters. I have pledged every Kickstarter that she has. You
God
would
damn
what?
it.
I said I would not fund if it wasn't for you buying my stuff. Harry was super nice. You support my campaign.
I just, God damn it, Carrie. You're like that friend who gives everybody a present in Christmas and then you just make everyone else feel bad that they haven't done a thing. They're just like,
Oh, no way.
I shared link.
I
support.
I do a lot of sharing the links.
Yeah, Jar shares, Leo promotes, I become friends and show my appreciation on it, and Carrie will support every fucking thing you do.
Every freaking thing.
Yeah, we have 2 versions of that cover because she was supposed to have her nurse outfit, and I didn't tell him in time, or he forgot, or either way, and so now there's an extra cover. I usually only have 3, but a couple of campaigns coming up, I'll probably have a 4th one with her in it. But
yeah, I will say that, Chris, like you post the covers and whatnot, and everything looks freaking dope. Like, because there's nothing worse than you see like a really great comic, and then like the cover is just like meh, and you're just like, oh man, it's like a good, but because this is still a book, so your cover has to entice the person to want to check the book out. But the cover artists you've been getting are just bomb, man. They are just aces.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So I don't have regular stretch goals. I have personal stretch goals. So if you spend a certain amount, you get certain items. So.
Oh, Carrie knows. We get updates when she hits the goal. Oh, guys, so I brought this is what I got. I'm like, we got it, Carrie. You're her friend. We understand. Friends support friends. We got it.
Yes. And there's only 5 plain metal covers for the nurse one, just FYI. And we have 5 numbered ones of the metal and 5 metal blacklight ones that are for 99.
Ooh.
So those are cool. Yeah,
Cool.
it's actually in the mail, and I'm annoyed because I hate not having things in hand when I have them on there.
Yeah.
There, so you got the 3. Those are the 3 new cards, metal cards, and that's the metal cover. See, they got metal cards of each cover. That's the only way to get the cards, and we only buy 10. So, and there's 4 left of those of that one.
Fantastic.
Good
I'm
old
Enough to
just
get
so
busted.
impressed. Like you're like, what issues coming out? This is for 1 through 12, right?
Yeah, this is the end of book 2, so it's a double issue. All my last issues are double issues because I get impatient. I'm like, I'm
All your issues are crazy. I have to say, some issues are 38 pages.
Yeah,
Some pages.
It's between 20. It's between 20. It's usually between 28 and 36. And then the ending ones are usually 40 to 44. So it's a double issue. I don't charge more, so I figured no one can yell at me. So this is a new one I did. I don't know if anyone's going to take it or not. But so certain people wait for the hardcovers. So this is a catch-up tier where you could just get it, the hardcover and then all 12 of the PDFs. And then you're all caught up. So for $50, you can read the entire what we've got so far. So that's the cheapest. Yeah, that's the cheapest with a physical, and then for $25 you can get all of them also. So if you just want digital, you can do that. It's hard to have catch up because it's 12. But the hardcover is coming out, so people could just buy those.
Oh yes.
Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of tiers going through them, putting them in.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you talking tiers like TIERS or TEARS? I was like, both.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's both. Yeah. Putting these in. So when you do the Kickstarter has this new feature where you can import the rewards, but you can't yet import the add-ons. Guess which one I prefer? It would be the add-ons because I always have the same add-ons. But the rewards have to change because it's different, mostly different stuff every time. However, I am no longer going to be reprinting the variants because they sell out a lot and I reprint them. But I'm not doing that anymore. So if there's a variant you want from 1 through 12, you better go get it now because once they sell it, I'm not getting them again because I have no room for all these variants I have stored. So that's it. Go get them if you want to get them. And that's
Carrie, she's playing your song.
Yes, I know.
Stockpile
over
variant.
here.
Carrie's on the Kickstarter right now, picking out stuff.
I have it open actually. So, but
there's a couple of variants. I think I got one right here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one, there's only 4 left. This was very popular on the last campaign. I can't do so, but that was very popular. So there's 4 left of those in the add-ons.
And never to be printed again?
Yeah, I'm not going to print them again. There's just too many. Yeah.
That's a good way to go for collectors.
Yeah. So I should probably announce that. So for October's campaign, there's another one from this artist. So he was pretty popular. I was very impressed. His name is Vin, and he's go check out the last campaign, and you can see all his stuff. And this time I think Fabio, his covers always look good. I just bought 3 for the Western, which so I went through today to see how many I had bought for the Western because you know me, I get super obsessed and I have to have everything all at once. So yes. I actually have all the covers either ordered or in hand for issues 1 through 7 and the hardcover for the first Western. For Redemption, I have all the covers till April of 2026. So I had to find something else to get obsessed with, and that's why I have the Western. So now we're getting covers for the Western. So good times. Just I was like, many more covers. I could start saving money. Oh, a Western. Let's get some covers.
Okay, cool. Because I can ask you the same question I asked Carrie when she tells me that. When do you sleep?
4 hours. I get 4 hours a night.
Okay,
I sleep for her.
Yeah, between 10:30 and 2:30, I sleep. Yeah.
Good Lord.
I also missed the little Draven and Sarah sticker.
Yeah, I'm getting Western ones of the chibi I'm so super excited. But yeah, I sometimes I can sleep till 4:30 when like the stars are aligned. And I think in the last 10 years, 3 times I slept from 11 to 7. That is 8 hours. That is like so.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 times. Like one was the week of Christmas 2 years ago, and then one was a couple months ago, and the one was like a couple years ago. So it is very rare.
And it's funny because I just kind of imagined you just like you have your little studio or wherever. And I don't know why, but I imagine you just taking a break and you just have blankets over your head and you're just watching a horror movie, just eating cereal and I just don't come down here. This is my time.
The worst times is when I wake up at like 3:30 and there's a chapter from my co-writer, and then I read it, and then I'm like, well, I'm not going to reply till the morning. 10 minutes later, I'm on my computer out typing away, and 2,000 words later, I'm like, all right, chapter's done. So, yes, we have issues and comic issues.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But you must be excited that we're in August, which means that before we know it, it's going to be the spooky season. Or if you're like Carrie, the spooky season is life. So, you know.
All year round.
Well, Halloween is my 2 years in comics. So, and we'll be releasing issue 14 then, which is before Western now. I don't know if, but my favorite issues were, I just saw the private message, let me in.
Sure.
So my favorite issues of Redemption, and you're not supposed to have favorites, but my favorite are 14 through 22. It's Resident Evil 2. They're trapped in the city, infested with zombies, and they have they have 2 survivors with them, and they're trying to survive through virus infected animals and all that fun shit. So October for my 2-year anniversary, I will be having issue 14. So I'm excited.
Nice.
That's amazing to do in 2 years. That's
it's actually, well, it'll be 14 issues for this series. 17 will be done. And I also have the prequel and the spinoff. So technically, I would have had, by the time my 2 years, I will have 17, 18, 19, 20 issues done. Yes. It's all I've got in my life, that and debt. So I gotta take
No,
where
I know some indie creators that it's like 5 years between issues. So be proud of yourself.
I had no idea what I was doing, and I thought that this was a good way to build trust, to have a Kickstarter every other month. And I wanted to I ship out, for anyone that doesn't know, I ship out within 7 days of the end of the Kickstarter. So you get your items, they're already in hand. I've been doing that, but I've gotten told by a couple of creators that I'm insane. They're like, I don't know how you do so many Kickstarters or how many things. I was like, I got nothing better to do. I guess I don't know.
Leo, I need to clock out early. I need to go. I'm having a midlife writer crisis. I'm gonna go. So I'll see you at Terrificon, okay? I'm just gonna.
Okay. Well, I'm leaving in like 5 minutes. So, any questions?
Drew? No. I've talked enough. Leo likes to do this thing. I know you've seen the show.
Admit that. I'll never admit that I talk enough. So.
No, Leo's going to do his thing where he's going to ask like a 4-part question, and he usually at the end it'll always end with, "Are you on Blue Sky?" There you go. See, Leo. So you got to cross one off there. But Leo will have his end questions, and then Carrie will wrap it up because I
know he said he was going to stop talking, but I definitely didn't believe it. So
no, he never. Get out.
So I know we're going to be.
You need one of these.
Yeah, you got to get a Drew pillow.
I hate you so much.
So,
do you want me to bring that to Terrificon? I was like, I don't need imposter syndrome. Thank you. I'm fine.
Okay, we only have you for
there you go.
4 minutes.
I think Leo did it.
See, he does.
I did it. So one last question for you, and then we'll hand it over to Carrie. What do you dork out about? Like, when you're not writing, watching like horror movies, what do you do to relax?
I don't know. I should probably start. Well, I like to go to the movies, but I don't like anything new generally. So I go to all the anniversary movies. So like I went to The Mummy, I went to The Crow, and in 2 weeks I think is Shaun of the Dead. So I'm gonna go to the Shaun of the Dead. I'm mad because I missed the Never Ending Story, which is my fault. But I have this thing where I melt in thunderstorms, so I don't leave the house. So I didn't go to the movie theater. And then it was only playing for those freaking 2 days, so I missed it. But yeah, I like to see the old movies in the theater. So we'll go with that.
Awesome.
That's cool though.
Seeing The Mummy again on the big screen, and I haven't seen the Crow on the big screen since I was in high school. Yes, I'm old, so it's been a long time. So I was excited.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't go see Never Ending Story, because I don't know if anybody can survive that. I know the horse Artax. Oh jeez.
Yeah. You know, you guys don't read my story,
You
right?
gotta care.
We torture our characters, man. If you're worried about the horse, well, all the animals live, because I would never do that. So it's the people that get destroyed. So sorry.
It's the people.
That's okay, as long as the animals are safe.
Yeah, I saw my letterer asked me if Chatty would be okay. He got all upset. He's like, "Is Chatty going to be okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So yeah, who could hurt Chatty? Look at that thing. He's so cute.
Aw.
Anyway.
Okay, Carrie, you got 1.5 minutes.
I don't know why I'm signing her out. She's right here.
No, any last minute questions from you?
Oh, yes. Okay, so we have Bastet coming out. We have the pillows that I still need to get. Plushie that you're holding right there. We have the zombie mermaid and the skeletal crow and the prisoner. So are we expecting anything new, or do we have time to catch up on the plushies?
So Chatty's in pre-order. The new Hellhound is in pre-order. And right now they're working on the crocodile demon that's in 12. You'll see him in 12. And we're also working on Bastille's flying kitty. So we have 2 more in the works. And I don't even know if I'm going to sell these, but I have them for me. I'll probably sell at least 1 set, but I actually have Draven and Seraphina.
God.
So I have 1 set I'm going to sell, and then the other one's for me. And then I haven't decided if I'm going to make them or not. But I will see. But yeah, and then we have pillows. Yeah, pillows galore.
And is there a stick that we can have him hold to throw for the Hellhound to fetch?
That'd be a good idea. Oh yeah, I have 2 more. I don't think. Yeah, there's the Fur Demon. Have you seen him? He's going to be in sale. Issue 14. He's got a petticoat, and his tail is on fire. And he's got the little bat wings. So he's going to be in 14 also. So it's going to be he's going to be the new one in 14. And we also have Apollo the Rat, but I'm not sure. Because he's also going to be in the Western, so I'm probably going to save him for the Western. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay. And is there going to be a way to just go to the plushie store?
Yeah, I'm probably going to start putting these on my website, so you'll be able to get them on the website after the Kickstarters are done. Yeah.
Which you can find in the show notes up above or down below, wherever you're watching.
And if you're on Kickstarter, just search Worthy Chaos and it pops up. If you want the website, it's worthychaoscomics.com. And you can just search Worthy Chaos on Google, and I apparently show up. So wherever chaos is, there you go.
Awesome. Well, I know we're at time. Chris, where do you like people interacting with you on the socials?
My Facebook, Corissa Grant. You could just add me. I talk to anybody at any time. I'm the kid that would have gotten kidnapped as a kid. And so, yeah, I'll talk to anybody on there. If you're starting a new comic book or you have any questions about Kickstarter or anything, I can help you out. And if you want to read the 1st or 2nd issue for free, I send you the PDF. So just let me know.
Very cool. Awesome. Well, we'll let you go. Thank you so much for your time. If you don't mind, there's a leave studio button on the bottom. When you click that, it'll go to the uploads page.
You can move out.
If you don't...
I miss you guys. I'm glad. You guys should take a break one Monday and come on my show so you can torture everyone on my channel, but it's fine, whatever.
Oh, we can.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
All
just,
right. What?
Next week, Splash Pages invades.
it's a raid.
Bye.
Thank you, Colton.
Bye, sweetie.
Bye.
We'll definitely check the show notes up above or down below, like Jar Jar said. And
Sweetie, huh, Carrie?
Sweetie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
I have a battle, so we're gonna fly through the news. But just real quick, Jar Jar,
Battle,
you're starting
get
to you're starting to watch Batman,
I
right?
am. I'm on episode 5 or 6. I forget.
I
which,
haven't started
but
it.
It's
what-
interesting.
Well, it's no, it's not because it's not that I haven't. I don't have Max. I had Max, but I canceled my subscription. So now I'm like, do I want to?
Luther.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Luther.
Oh, okay.
I have. Is it on Mac? I thought it was on Amazon. but-
It's Mac. Oh, Amazon.
No,
Yeah, it's Amazon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I
But-
have
but
that.
I've heard
I'm
good
watching it on Luther because no commercials.
No ads.
I've heard some really good things about it. So obviously being a huge Batman animated series fan, I'm excited, but I'm a little trepidatious. But I still feel, from what I've heard, people whose opinions of value, like, no, it's definitely worth it. I'm like, okay, cool.
It delivers. It delivers.
All
He
right,
has
well,
a
listen.
value.
As long as it slaps, as the kids would say now,
Oh, that's
It
slap in the
definitely
face,
has
man.
definitely has a Batman animated series. We lost Jar Jar.
they're never through.
Yeah, it definitely has a Batman animated series feel.
Okay. Sure.
But it's definitely a darker Batman. It's definitely a Batman earlier in his career, and
Oh, and Leo, I just want to tell you in Jar and everything, I did finally see Deadpool Wolverine.
Woohoo!
Same.
So what do y'all think?
Woohoo!
That is one of the best movies of this year, if not one of the best Marvel movies they've put out since Guardians 3.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Guardians Christmas special.
I'm sorry. That movie was like, I was losing my mother flipping mind at the amount of references, the humor, the heart, everything. Like, just it was.
Field shoes or feet.
Listen, there were so many good moments, and it was just nice to have a fun comic book movie. One that it's aware of the source material, and it's a serious thing, but there's a level of fun to it. It's not cynical,
Oh, and the fan favor was there too. Like there was so much like just for us.
And the thing that I also enjoyed is it's a big movie, but it had that smaller Deadpool, movie feel
Mm-hmm.
in it, which it's just proof to how well Ryan Reynolds and the slew of writers that he worked with, and then how Sean Levy they trusted each other. They were like the process and yeah, honestly, I am not going to spoil anything for anybody because unlike our guest Corissa, I try really to avoid spoilers because I think it's better to just kind of appreciate things when you see them in the film. So unfortunately, because the internet sucks, some things were spoiled for me. We're not gonna say, some cameos, 1 or 2 cameos was spoiled for me, but some weren't, Leo. So I had that genuine, like, no way. So I was very thrilled with that. And I will say this, anybody who hasn't seen it, if you enjoyed any Fox Marvel movie, this is the eulogy for that era of comic book filmmaking. And it's done very tastefully, but completely ready to make fun of itself. And it's just perfect. And I will say this, I really don't think anybody else could have been Deadpool.
No.
No.
Actually, a lot of other people were Deadpool. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah, I understand that, but I'm saying in terms of portrayal wise, this is the only one, in my
Oh
opinion.
yeah, no, I agree.
He did
should
have a
be it for
stand-in though.
Oh yeah.
He for Dance Pool.
Yeah, well, listen, that's fine.
We all know.
That's the only time we've ever.
I didn't
That's the
know.
only time.
You didn't know
There you
that?
go. You'll carry
I didn't
nose
know.
now. Yeah, but again, we are not going to spoil anything for anybody. But I just need to say, Marvel, take fucking notes.
Yep.
So that's all I'm saying. Carrie, what did you think? I mean, you're coming into this. You're not really a Deadpool fan. What did you think?
I'm a Deadpool fan. Kind of. I'm not like, oh my god, Deadpool, but I'm pretty into Deadpool as far as like the movies have gone. Reading, kinda, it depends.
I agree with you, Carrie. Like reading Deadpool is not as fun as watching Deadpool.
It's really hit or miss.
But right. But I think, and I've talked about this with enough people. It's about how they're writing Deadpool, because some people, they get a little too lost in the humor, but I feel they have to have the humor with a point. I feel like all the great runs of Deadpool did it for a reason. Like he's still cracking jokes and breaking the fourth wall, but he still has a mission. There's still a goal to the story,
Yeah. As far as the movie went, though, I had a lot of good laughs. I had a number of oh shit moments where I was just like, they brought, and so I was like, just excited as hell about it. And it's not like the best thing I've ever seen, but it was a really good movie. I would say it's probably going to be in my top 10 of the year.
That's pretty good.
So, yeah. I don't watch a crap ton of movies, but and I don't count the ones that I watch for Tomb of the Terrible, because those just no. Those should be illegal in some countries, but actually some of them are. But
no, they should be illegal in some multiverses.
Yeah, but overall, yeah. So we're an hour in. We should hop to the news.
Yes.
Yeah. So I can go. That'll hop to it. Yeah, because we don't have variant watch this week, right?
No, we do not. Nope. So hold on. Let us just.
Well, I'm talking about variants.
I did hop to the. Every time, Leo.
Jeez, some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill.
Leo just said motherfucker.
You know what, Leo? Fine, just do it.
Drew's News. Exciting tales, fresh comic views. In the pages, heroes fly, villains fly under the sky. From Gotham's dark to Metropolis views, we cover stories old and new. Drew's News, your daily source for comic clues. Join the fun, it's a heroic cruise in the world of Drew's Comic News.
God, why isn't this alcohol?
What, you got a whole bar, don't you?
Yeah. And I wish, and if I could, I would obliterate all of it.
Obliterate.
All right. So is the news. There really isn't a lot. So I think I'm giving this 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Look at that, people. You can count it down.
I bet we can have it done faster than that.
Yeah. Well, all right, Jar. Let's. You know what? I'm not even going to make a pun here. Just go.
Get down to it. In the vast Marvel universe, symbiotes have bonded with various creatures, creating unique entities. The upcoming Venom War #1 comic introduced a novel symbiote hero, Venom Horse. Venom Horse will make its debut in brief one-page stories featured in all 5 of Venom War. These supplementary tales, penned by Venom War's writer Al Ewing and illustrated by Carlos Nieto, will reveal Venom Horse's origins and its escape from captivity. Each issue will also feature a special Venom Horse variant cover showcasing the new character in its full symbiote glory, as depicted by renowned artist Clayton Crane. Venom War, the latest symbiote crossover event, begins after Eddie and Dylan Brock experience unsettling visions of each other's future as Venom. This leads to a conflict between them to determine who will be the true Venom. The ensuing battle draws in symbiotes from past and present, forcing them to align with either Team Eddie or Team Dylan. It remains to be seen which side, if any, Venom Horse will choose. The first 3 issues of Venom War are scheduled for release as follows: August 7th for number 1. Number 2 will be out September 4th, and number 3 will be out October 2nd. All issues are written by Al Ewing, with main artwork and covers by Iban Coelho. The Venom Horse backup stories are illustrated by Carlos Nieto, while Clayton Crane provides the Venom Horse variant covers. Ta-da! Done. Next.
Ooh. Nice. Okay. Well, that happened.
I tried to give all just the main details.
You did good, buddy. You did
Let's
good.
get out of there.
All right. What's next? Oh, okay. All right. So, because we haven't had enough Marvel Zombies, we now have Dawn of Decay, written by TV and comic writer Tom Kozlowski, who did DC's Primer. And this is his Marvel debut, drawn by Jason Murr, whose work we recently saw in Spider-Man 2099. This is a 4-issue limited series that is just in time for Halloween. So this is a new take on Marvel Zombies that starts when Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy accidentally unleashes a plant-based alien virus, turning the Avengers and other of Earth's mightiest heroes into plant-based zombies. So for this announcement, we've seen all 5 covers, which include a House of X homage cover by Annie Wu and the Saturday morning connecting cover there by Sean Galloway. And then, of course, included some of the interiors. So the synopsis reads, a new zombie virus is unleashed and Groot is patient zero. He feels bad, not just because Rocket's schemes put him in the crosshairs of the Avengers, but also that he's sick. Essentially, this goes from bad to apocalyptic after an ill-timed sneeze in Captain America's face has unforeseen consequences. Suddenly, Groot is attacked by a horde of zombie Avengers, and only him and the Hulk, who has impenetrable green skin, keeps him safe from this, remains impervious. So it's up to them to team up and fight their way through a zombie-stricken New York to Banner's lab and Avengers Tower to find a cure before it's too late. But can he essentially keep himself in check and on track, or will the Hulk essentially go smash on Earth's decaying mightiest Avengers? So this is, again, a 4-part miniseries. You got the variants, as we've seen, by Jason Murr, Nick Bradshaw, Ron Liam, and Danny Wu, Sean Galloway. This is on sale in September, and most likely this will probably conclude by Christmas. So a little bit of that Black Christmas drama for y'all. So yeah,
Christmas.
More Marvel Zombies.
Take 10.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And myself in comics, Corissa was here for the first hour. She had to go for another meeting, so you can go back and watch the rest. But we're doing the news if you would like to stick around with us and see just a couple more articles of what's going on in comics today.
Yep. So, yes. So that's, I think, all for Marvel. So what's next?
Yeah. Let's see. I am up next. So
I thought you were going to say I'm Groot.
I could have. So get ready for an awesome new series from Daniel Warren Johnson, the guy who blew us away with Wonder Woman, Dead Earth, and Beta Ray Bill. This time he's mixing things up with a wild fantasy tale called The Moon is Following Us. So Johnson, who's a superstar at both writing and drawing comics, is teaming up with artist Riley Rosmo, known for Batman, Harley Quinn, Wolverine, and colorist Mike Spicer, who worked on Transformers, Batman, and the Joker Deadly Duo. And so this 10-issue story is coming out in September from Image Comics, and it's looking like one of the hottest comics of 2024. First issue throws you right into the action. We meet 3 characters, a husband and a wife team, Duncan and Samantha, plus a funny frog dude named Brio who's wearing a crown. They're planning to break into the fortress to save Duncan and Samantha's daughter from some bad guys called the Cascade. The story's got all the classic fantasy stuff, spooky castles, twisty mountain paths, shady traders. Is a lot like Dungeons and Dragons come to life. But here's the twist. Duncan and Samantha aren't from this world. While everybody else is swinging swords and axes, the two are packing machine guns, rocket launchers, and more. So there's also flashbacks with their daughter, who makes you wonder what's really going on with this world. And yeah, just totally looks like a wild ride.
And Leo, I think we should also note that Daniel Warren Johnson has been killing it on I believe it's Images Transformers, which most recently won an Eisner, if I'm correct. So good, nice to know he's leveling it up. So, Carrie, I feel like this is something you would read.
Probably. That's probably going to make the list. Yeah.
I do have to say
the list of about 500 titles.
The new Transformers series is phenomenal. So definitely everybody should be checking it out.
Are they crossing over with G.I. Joe in that, or is that something else?
Yes.
I've heard. Oh, they are.
Yeah, and there's a separate. I don't think that the main story touched on it a little bit, but I think there's like a second crossover issue or a crossover series.
Nice.
I need to get caught up. I think I'm 2 issues behind right now.
Okay.
We're ruling the world right now. All of our stuff is retro and in style again. I like it.
Yes.
And selling out.
Is back, baby. Yeah. 80s is back.
Sure. So I think, Carrie, are you next?
Yes, I am.
Last story, Carrie.
Oh,
no, there's the one more that was added on the end. But all right, so something else that I'm going to be reading. Distillery made an announcement, made a number of announcements at SDCC this year, including the upcoming You Won't Feel a Thing. Go back. There's only one for this one. It's a 3-part miniseries that is going to pair up Scott Snyder and Jock, who worked together before on Witches, and it's edited by Will Dennis of 100 Bullets fame. The reunited duo will be telling us a horrific tale about Jack, a retired detective who is trying to hunt down a serial killer from his past whilst losing bits of his memory to a brain tumor. Fighting against his body and people who have no faith in his quest, this noir horror pits up against both real horror and deep psychological dread. The lucky early arrivals at San Diego Comic-Con were fortunate enough to receive joint signed prints on Saturday for free. And the comic will be released in November, presented in Distillery's perfect bound prestige format, featuring wraparound covers with spot gloss on robust cover stock, complemented by 48 pages of exquisite interior stock. You can also acquire it digitally via Distillery. The main cover art we have right here is by Jock, and look forward to variants and special incentive covers coming out as well. On to the next pick, though. Distillery also announced an October release of multiple Eisner Award-winning author and editor Becky Cloonan, whose erotic horror book Somna was a sold-out success. Becky is both contributing to and editing this one-shot collection of folk horror tales. Per Distillery, with Come Find Me, Cloonan unearths a corpse with 2 coins laid over its decaying eyes. When an opportunistic thief robs the cadaver of its last possessions, a sinister curse erupts, dooming it all it touches. Hamlet Machine, known for Lucifer's Garden, presents a chilling tale of a musical demon who makes Faustian pacts with unsuspecting victims, creating a minor key symphony of human pain. E.M. Carroll from A Guest in the House, Molly Mendoza from Skip Stray, and Vanessa R. Del Rey from Redlands similarly reach into naturalistic romance and dread for one of the most chillingly beautiful descents into folk horror. Cover A, this one, is done by Cloonan herself, and cover B, the next one over, was done by Hamlet Machine, and these will also be released in the distinctive Distillery format. And like I said, you can look up for this on October.
On October. Nice.
Wow.
In October. Sorry.
Look for it on it.
Wow.
Look for it on October.
Distillery is
They-
definitely killing it with their releases this year. They have just been racking up some great talent, and I just feel like Carrie, you're just automatically in.
Oh, the drool. I want to move into like their basement and just start.
Stop the drooling.
Well, and the cool thing is that they do the digital releases as well as the, so if you can't really afford to go out there, and then I still get confused about the thing where you can sell your digital copies of them, but
How
it works.
Yeah, that blows my mind.
So basically, Carrie, what you're saying is that if you could get a job just and just being at Distillery, you would jump at that and you'd be like, yes, I will come into that office. I will sit in those meetings. I will take notes. I will get coffee. Yes. Let me be a fly on that wall.
Well, there's so many that okay, I'm sporting Ghost Machine as well. So there's Distillery, Ghost Machine, Boom,
Carrie's
of course.
going to be driving a NASCAR
Canadian
soon.
Image. Yes, you can buy it. You can buy the digital editions, and they do have this weird trading thing that you can do with them. So it's really cool. And
Cool.
Yeah, Distillery though, they're the ones that are going just way above and beyond with the formatting that they do for their physical editions. It's just insane. But you're gonna have to buy bigger covers for them. But
there you go.
It's okay.
Okay, so
All right.
Carrie's money is already gone, so that's good to know.
I'm
Or
saving
shall be
for
homeless soon.
Terrificon.
Yeah. All right. So I think I have the last story, which I'm really sorry, everybody. This is a somber note, but this is definitely worth mentioning. Joyce Brabner, who is a pioneer nonfiction comics writer, unfortunately has passed away. She was 72. She had been in treatment for cancer, where she had detailed her slow recovery on Facebook page. Now, this death, which was confirmed by her daughter, Danielle Batone, if you might recognize Joyce, it's because she is a very frequent co-star of Harvey Picard's American Splendor comics, being that she was married to the late, great comic book writer and character. And as for those who don't remember, American Splendor was a extremely honest autobiographical comic about Picard's life as a filing clerk at the VA. This is drawn by various artists throughout time, and she, being his wife, became a character in the series, and even co-wrote our Cancer Year, which was his battle with lymphoma. It was drawn by Frank Stack. So in 2003, when they did the American Splendor movie, where Harvey was played by the great Paul Giamatti, she was portrayed by Hope Davis. Where I believe in the movie she might have even appeared as herself. There were parts where the characters meet their portraying actors, and she enjoyed the publicity tour, which saw her husband recognized as an important author outside of comics. Now, she did, of course, contribute a lot to American Splendor, but she also did some other notable nonfiction work. She did Real War Stories, which was a collection of stories with Brian Bolland, the late great Denny O'Neil, which was in conjunction with the Central Committee for Conscientious Objectors and Citizen Soldier. Her most important work was in 1989 when she did Brought to Light, which was a collaboration by the great Alan Moore and the also equally great Bill Sienkiewicz, which investigated the CIA's involvement in the Iran-Contra affair, which was produced in collaboration with the Tristic Institute. This book, for those who don't know, won several awards, but caused quite a bit of controversy when it was published. So following her husband Harvey's death in 2010, she not only continued to represent his legacy, but she also continued to work on comic projects, including contributions to Strip Aids, animal rights comics, the anthology The Beats. Her second Avenue Caper, When Goodfellas, Divas, and Dealers Plotted Against the Plague, which was illustrated by Mark Zingarelli in 2014, won the Lambda Literary Award for LGBT graphic novel. So essentially, everybody, her presence in comics and whatnot is definitely missed. She was quite a character. But from what I understand, based on what was written of her, she was very strong, very opinionated, caustic but kind-hearted, and was a crusader for the truth. So our condolences to her family for her loss, but her, like her husband, will of course be remembered forever.
Well said, Drew. Well said.
I know. I just feel bad that we're ending it on this note because, by God. So.
Well, if you'd like a quick insight to bring us up a little bit, on Horror Watch that I've got going on right now, released tomorrow, Dark Horse is going to be bringing us Arkham Horror, The Terror at the End of Time, #1, by writer Cullen Bunn and artist Andrea Multi. And the thing about this is that not only is it a comic book, but it ties in with the Arkham Horror universe that is a Lovecraft horror from the entertainment leader Asmodee, and it has a cooperative adventure board game, a cooperative living card game, and several tie-in novels that go with it. So you can play the game, get the novels that explain the characters' motives, and they have the card game as well as the board game. And yeah, so now he's writing the comic book series to go with it. So I think it's kind of a breakthrough thing. And I found it on it. He didn't know that they were releasing it. He was just like on his Discord, oh, so this is going up now. But you can pick that up tomorrow from Dark Horse. I didn't get anything prepared art-wise though, because it was last minute news.
No worries. On the re-edit, I'll add some images. Awesome.
Okay.
Well done.
Okay.
Well done. Well done.
I can't think of anything else that we have. So, Leo, do you want to sign us off?
Yeah, I'm going to go reenact Batman Year One. Yes, Father, I will become a bat.
Get out of here. Oh my God.
Okay. I want to thank everybody for watching this fine evening. You know how to find me, but more importantly, follow these awesome people and go check out our YouTube. I got tons of stuff going up there all the time. So yeah, a lot of special content, and yeah, just go subscribe to our YouTube. We broke 500. We're looking to reach 1,000 as fast as we can. So yeah, we yeah, there we go. Jar Jar.
Come see us at Terrificon. Come hang out with us. Meet us in real life. See what we do. Yeah, I'm pretty much tired and ready to go to bed.
Okay, you don't want to come over here and help me battle a bat?
No,
I could, but that wouldn't be year one. There was no Robin during year one. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'd be a really tall Robin too. That'd be really weird. Does that mean Megan's like Alfred?
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
I did not.
Carrie.
Hey everybody, catch me here with these gents every Tuesday. Look me up on Carrie Sanders on Facebook. I have all my links there, my author page, my Owlite stuff. I have a Kickstarter going right now actually for a book that I am in. It is More Lore from the Mythos, and we actually did a show for the Kickstarter and we got funded fully the second that we clicked over to pull up Kickstarter live the other day. So that was really, really cool. But the more money we make, the more money we get. So go check that out and buy everything from Corissa as well.
Yes.
True.
Everything. So that Carrie doesn't have to.
Hey everybody, how you doing? You all look cool today. And for once, I want to point out I didn't lay down this show. So energy, it's amazing. So we want to thank everybody for joining. Thank you, Corissa, for coming back. It's always nice when someone agrees to come back and when they drop the restraining order. I mean, what? So listen, everybody, we just need to let y'all know that next week we are not going to be here. We're taking a break because we have to prepare for Terrificon because it is going to exhaust the hell out of us. But we are going to have so much fun and we're going to have such stories. And there's going to be a lot coming. So my recommendation to you, if you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on social media. All these people, me, I'm Drew Malo on Facebook, Ghostbuster 1984 on Instagram. We're going to be posting a lot of things, and there's going to be a lot of craziness happening. A lot. So enjoy the break. Believe in yourself. Be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes.
Yeah. Party on, Wayne.
Party on, Jeremy.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yes, yes, for once. And
It's gonna
sir,
be lit.
I'm not going to tell you to get out because the show's about to be over.
It's gonna be lit. It's on.
Okay,
It's
Leo,
lit.
Leo, take it. I don't want to see me anymore. I'm going.
Slap in the basement.